Are concerned about having a woman in charge of the paper, that she doesn't have the resolve to make the tough choices.
Thank you, Arthur, for your frankness.
Let's do our jobs. Find those pages.
Because we're all in the newsroom together, we spend these long days either on set or in the green room, and we have this incredible ensemble of, a lot of theater actors, some people from television, some people that have historically come from film, and we're all fans of each other's work, but in different capacities. And so it's been so much fun. It's like summer camp. It feels like actors' summer camp, because not only are we all learning from being on the set with Stephen and with Tom and with Meryl, and because I think of actors as people who are committed to lifelong learning, because it always invites us to explore new interests or new pieces of history we wouldn't know about. So everybody's soaking everything up together, but also building the kind of camaraderie that needs to translate to the chemistry on screen. And when you get this kind of time together, that makes that process more organic. And I think hopefully that will be present in the film.
This is a devastating security breach that was leaked out of the Pentagon. The most highly classified documents of the war.
The Times says 7,000 pages detailing how the White House has been lying about the Vietnam War for 30 years.
The thing that's extraordinary about Stephen and filmmakers from his generation is that they're one of the last generations that's really cutting in the camera. They were educated in the medium of film, and so what's incredible about Stephen that I find is not only is he working at a very, his vocabulary is very visual, he's also incredibly efficient because he knows exactly what he needs. And I think that's the thing that's most striking about him, is that, when you come from TV, really it's kind of about overshooting with 3 cameras and then cutting together the story you want to tell. But with somebody who's working on film like Stephen is, you have to be really, really efficient about what you're getting. And so I don't feel like any film is wasted. And we actually don't do that many takes, which is something I was really surprised and impressed by, because he knows what he needs.
To make this decision, to risk her fortune and the company that's been her entire life, well, I think that's brave.
If the government wins, the Washington Post will cease to exist.
The extraordinary part of this story, I think, that makes it personally relevant for me as a woman, it's about a woman coming into her own under tremendous pressure, and the way that Katharine Graham's leadership was forged in this crucible, that it was a really critical time in our democracy, and in a decision that really solidified the importance of the press as a voice of, as a tool for criticizing the government, and a necessary part of the government. And to have this woman, one of the only women responsible for publishing a newspaper at this time and for many decades after, it's a really important message to young women about transcending our limitations.
What are you going to do, Mrs. Graham?